Hi dear students, my warm welcome to first year English class. Last 5 classes I taught you active and passive voice. All kinds of sentences like declarative sentences and interrogative sentences and imperative sentences, how to change from active voice into passive voice. So today's class we shall discuss one more new topic. Okay. First of all, let me ask you some questions, one or two questions. What are you doing at home? Are you reading any book? Are you reading a book? See, I ask you two questions. First question is, what are you doing at home? Second question, are you reading a book? Okay, these two are interrogative sentences. Okay, so asking questions are common in communication. That is compulsory. Sometimes we declare about something and sometimes we ask questions in our conversation with others. Okay, but you know that first question, what are you doing? What are you doing at home? This is the question. As you know, this is a WH question, right? Because it begins with WH word. This is are and doing. This part is called verb. This part is called verb. You is the subject. You is the subject. Remaining words, other words. But up to here, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is WH word. WH word. This is called WH question. Now let me write another question. Are you reading a book? Are you reading a book? See, this is also a question, but different than first one. You know the reason? Because this is a yes or no question. Yes or no question begins with, as you know, auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs. This is are is auxiliary verb here. Okay, of course. Are reading is the verb part, like in the above sentence. Are doing is the verb part. When you come to the second one, are reading also the verb part. Between these two parts, reading is the main verb, are is the helping verb. Helping verb is also known as auxiliary verb. So in forming question, in forming yes or no question, forming yes or no question, auxiliary verb is put before the sentence, at the beginning of the sentence. So that's why, are you reading a book? You make the sentence as a declarative. You are reading a book. You are reading a book. That is declarative sentence, right? But this is, to that declarative sentence, we form a question by using that. Are you reading a book? So this is auxiliary word, begins with auxiliary word. So that's why the answer yes or no. Yes, I am reading. No, I am not reading. Like that. So it is okay, because in this question see, first of all, let me write a statement. You are reading a book. You are reading a book. This is question. Okay. This is a statement. Okay. This is question and that is statement. By using this statement, we form a question. Okay. So this is the subject. This is the verb part. This is object. Object is not important here. Subject and verb. Okay. So, by using this statement, we form a question that is a yes or no question only. So, in verb part 2, are is the helping verb or auxiliary verb. Reading is the main verb. Here we remember this is only one auxiliary verb is there in the sentence. So that's why by using this auxiliary verb, make this question, are you reading a book? Now let me write one more sentence like this. One more sentence. I have been, okay. She has been waiting for her friend. This is also a statement. She has been waiting for her friend. The difference between the second sentence and the third sentence here, in second sentence only auxiliary verb only one is, that is are. But when you come to the second sentence, that is third sentence, there are two auxiliaries, has and been. Here the question rises, which auxiliary verb is used to make a question of the statement? In this case, we use the first auxiliary verb is put in front of the sentence, the beginning of the sentence. So then it becomes here, has she been waiting for her friend? The intonation is changed at the end of the question. See, she has been waiting for her friend. That is statement and simple stop. But when you come to here, has she been waiting for her friend? Question mark, because this is a question. So here the question is two auxiliary verbs in the sentence, has and been. Between them, which is the first auxiliary verb? Has. So by using this auxiliary verb has, we form a question, has she been waiting for her friend? That's all. So this topic is forming questions. How to form yes or no questions here? Just we learn by using two sentences. Okay? What are you doing at home is the WH question. No problem here because there is no confusion like this, because these type of questions begin with WH words like what, where, why, which, when, like. But framing yes or no questions, auxiliary verb is used at the beginning of the sentence. I think you got an idea how to frame a question from a statement now. Suppose yesterday Madhu is absent to class. Madhu was absent to class. The next day, teacher will ask Madhu, Madhu, did you come to college yesterday? Didn't you? Yes. Immediately after the question, you did not come to college. Teacher asked like this, Madhu, you did not come to college yesterday. Okay? Then for clarification, a small part is added to the statement. First statement, Madhu, you did not come to college yesterday. You did not come to college yesterday. Did you? Yeah. Why this small part after the statement is used? For clarification. This is called tag part or question tag. Okay. So far here just 3 sentences I have explained how to frame a question from statement. Now the next part is how to make a question tag after the statement. Okay, let us discuss the question tag. Question tag. Okay. Question tag is a form of question made at the end of a statement with the question mark. With question mark. See, I repeat. Question tag is a form of a question made at the end of a statement with the question mark. Okay. The use of question tag is to know the clarification about a particular person or a particular thing like that. Suppose this is a classroom. This is a classroom. That is a college. Okay. These are statements. But we have doubt whether it is classroom or whether it is college or not. Then after our statement, we use a small part. That part is called question tag. Okay. When you frame this question tag, we have to follow some rules. What are the rules? Question tag, first of all, question tag is a form of a question made at the end of a statement. End of a statement with a question mark. With a question mark. To clarify our doubt regarding to the statement, this question tag is used to clarify our doubt regarding the statement. Okay, see, listen. Question tag is a form of question made at the end of a statement with a question mark to clarify our doubt regarding the statement. To clarify our doubt regarding the statement. Regarding the statement. Okay. Suppose just one sentence here. She is Usha. She is Usha. Just we point out she is Usha like that. But we have doubt whether she is Usha or not. Then immediately we use isn't she? Isn't she? She is Usha, isn't she? So to clarify our doubt whether she is Usha or not, then immediately ask this small part, isn't she? Yes. Okay. This part is called question tag. This part is called question tag. So when you frame this question tag, we follow certain rules, just very limited rules. By following those rules, we can understand this very clearly. Okay. Number one. The same auxiliary verb used in both statement and question tag. Same auxiliary verb used in a statement and a question tag. Suppose is used in the question a statement, and here also question tag is. Of course, is, isn't, are, aren't. Okay, was, wasn't, like that. This is a statement, this is a question tag. Is, same auxiliary here, but not is asked, but that is in a short form. Int, are, aren't, was, wasn't. This is the first rule. Okay, next one is, if the statement is, if the statement is positive, question tag is, question tag is negative. This is important. If the statement is positive, question tag is negative. Next opposite, if the statement is, if the statement is negative, question tag is positive. Question tag is positive. Suppose just I have written after the second rule, is in statement, question tag isn't, like that. Okay. Next, the subject of statement, a question tag, if the subject of question tag always positive, if the subject of question tag always pronoun, not positive, if the subject of question tag always pronoun, but in statement sometimes pronoun, sometimes noun is used as subject. If subject is noun in a statement, the suitable pronoun is used in question tag part. Okay, suppose name of a man, that is he. Name of a woman, she. Name of woman, she. Name of woman, she. The name refers to singular thing, that is it. Name of the subject is singular thing. The name refers to singular thing, it. But the name or noun here refers to plural thing. Plural thing or more than one person, subject is they. Subject is they. We have to follow these 4 rules to frame a question tag. So next, we shall discuss in next class, next part. Thank you.